All right, I have one for my client, my MSP client out in Stockton. There's a guy I talked to yesterday, actually. Originally, he said he's all set, but then the more we talked, told me that he had a problem with surveillance cameras, which is something we do, and we're gonna go out there and talk about the plans we can offer him. And I think it's a real good foot in the door for other services. It's a huge company, and he's the only guy on IT doing it there, so I think we can really help him out. Should be a pretty good one.
Got one for my client out in Atlanta. It's a manufactured company. They've been with their current MSP for about 10 years now. 700 user, 11 location servers, mostly in the cloud. Scheduled for the end of next month. Should be a pretty good one.
Pretty good one today for my client out in Milwaukee. Spoke to the director of a 3-location, 300-user church and school. Looking to reevaluate his vendor relations with his current company, looking for a higher performing option for a better price point down the road. So we're going to go in there, show him what we got, and see what it turns into.
Yeah, so I set a solar appointment for my client, Orbital Energy, up in Rockford, Illinois. It's a large commercial space, a little bit over 10,000 square feet. Called the Kaden M. He was interested in solar, had already had solar on some previous private property and knew about the incentives and was ready to go. He's meeting with him next week.
This morning I got an appointment for my client in Charleston. Spoke with this property manager of an apartment complex. They got 13 buildings out there. They're mostly concerned about their gutters. They need a gutter cleaning and talking about replacing them. So yeah, we got it set up for next Monday the 18th at 10 a.m. We're going to go out there and see what we can do for them.
All right, who's got a good appointment from yesterday afternoon or today?
I got a lot.
Let's hear it.
I got 5 since afternoon of yesterday. 4 Riverland roofing, all apartments, leaks everywhere. Don't want to go in detail, too much talking. And then Wattmaster retirement community, they're actually looking into solar panels for their parking lot. And he sent me the utility bill too, so that's always a plus side. So that's all I got.
Only 5? That's it? Okay. Great job. Great job. Who else?
Jamison.
Oh, yeah. I called the commercial cleaner up in Rockford. He's got solar out on a family farm up there. Told him this would be a different deal because it's not a REAP grant, but the incentives are still really high in Illinois. He's meeting with my guy Tuesday next week, 11:30 a.m.
Nice.
Hoorah. If not appointments, proposals?
Hey, Roger D on that one.
Love when you talk. Let's hear it.
I got one for Service Master this morning. Local campus of a global engineering firm in Maryland. 4 buildings, 300,000 square feet. Always likes having options. So
300,000. Wow.
I got a proposal. Sunbeck got their first proposal out. It's for 3 buildings at an apartment complex. We quoted them $20,000 with the option to move up to $70,000, including warranty and other services. So.
Kind of had an update on a proposal, so they had a follow-up meeting yesterday. It ended up going really, really well. They're wanting to do a couple additional services, waiting on what the new amount will be for it. And the craziest part was I'm in the email chain of them going back and forth. They have invited them to a conference. They're going to be taking some sort of trip to a different city together that they're all excited about. So our client and their new soon-to-be customer are going to be traveling too. So it'll be a good time.
Unity. Who is this?
Unity.
All right, Saul.
Who was?
That's some good news, don't you?
Yeah, I closed a deal with Green Bay 3. It was for 1,700 MRR, and yeah, it was 2 deals actually, so pretty good.
Got 2 today for Riverland Roofing out in Memphis, both apartment complexes. One didn't have any problems, they just haven't had anybody up on the roof in a while, so we're going out next Thursday to check that one out. And then on the same day, we got a second apartment complex, various leaks throughout, around 32 buildings, so we're going out to check for the leaks there in the office and throughout the different apartment complexes.
Alright, got my second one for my commercial cleaner down in Nashville. Told me that they wanted to focus on some pressure washing and construction. Was able to find a bid that the Nashville government was actually bidding out for some industrial pressure washing. Send it over to them. They're going to submit the bid, see if we can go out there and do a walkthrough with them. Should be a great opportunity, and also looking to put our foot in the door for other commercial bids they put out in the future. Got one for my roofer over in Salt Lake today. No problems on the roof apparently. Don't know if I believe them, but they did say their gutters were leaking and they wanted us to come out and take a look at it. My guy's happy to do gutters, so scheduled that. It should be next week. I want to say like Wednesday or so. Should be a pretty good one.
Got one from my solar client earlier. It was with a beer distribution warehouse. They were looking at it for the fiscal year 2025, but they were just starting to talk about it, so I wanted to make sure we were the first solar company they talked to. They're spending about $11,000 to $12,000 a month on energy, so it's kind of a no-brainer to meet with us. So I'm really excited to see where this one's going to go in the future.